Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to Transport Fever on the USA map. Now, this is not an actual episode, this is more of a what is actually happening with the Transport Fever USA series and how far I am getting along. Because I did decide to rework it. I was having issues with the game, crashing a lot due to one or two mods that one I hadn't used, so I thought I was safe, and one I had used, which made it quite catastrophically bad to go back and try and find a save game where the game actually worked. So when I realised how far I had to go back to get it to work, I just decided to rework it because I wasn't happy with the way the map sort of looked, and I'm still not sort of happy. There's a lot of stuff going on in this map. There's a lot of lines and things to fit in. Even second time around, I've noticed things that I would love to change, but I've sort of stuck with it, and I'm sort of playing through. I managed to get a few lines up and running now. We're only going with passenger lines, so I have the Atlanta to New Orleans Express has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trains on it. No, it has 4. So the Atlanta to New Orleans Express has some trains on it. Now, this Atlanta to Mobile route, it's not New Orleans, it's Mobile. I need to change that. In fact, I'll go and change it now, lest I forget. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Alright, Atlanta Mobile Express. Right, so that line is done. Now, this line used to be part of the Southern Coast Intercity, and now I've changed it. So the Southern Coast Intercity now goes from Miami, picks up Mobile, and then heads along to Los Angeles. So we'll look at the lines. We've got the Atlantic Coast Intercity. That one was fairly standard, and it was easy to sort of re-implement. We've got the New Orleans to Dallas Express. We've got the Southern Coast Intercity is up and running, and the Texas Intercity is up and running. Now I'm just going to play through for a while and explain some things that are happening in the channel. So all the cities are basically sort of done. I've been going along. I'm going to push pause, and as we're going to remain on pause until I launch a few trains. So everything has been put on hold, and these toxic little roads here I've been sort of getting rid of one by one. Now if we go to roads or road vehicles, you can see these are all the cities I've done so far. Each one has a city commuter route, and each one has a mail route that only consists of 2 vehicles. Now before, I had mail lines that were picked up from the freight stations. Now each city has a 1,000 meter freight station, so quite long, and none of them pick up mail anymore. Now we have something like this. We have a passenger train that has 2 boxcars at the front with 4 passenger wagons. Now each one picks up passengers first. It then goes through the mail section, picks up mail, and heads out. Now this has actually been working pretty well. As you can see, they are getting mail. The line has not been flooded with mail, which is perfect, and I don't as of yet have freight trains carrying mail that I don't want them to carry. Everything is sort of fine. So I've been doing that, and it sort of works. It does make the lines sort of longer, and in some areas I couldn't fit the freight station in, but everyone will have a mail line after or before picking up passengers, so that kind of works. As you can see as well, every train is a mogul with these 2 boxcars and these 4 wagons. These are just temporary placeholders until we reach the time limit, which we were at about. Oh no, really? See, this one goes, this one does not. Right, so ones that don't upgrade have to leave, and we can manually place them in ourselves. There we go. This one here, if it doesn't go, it shall be removed. Now, as you can see, buildings are being wiped out left, right, front and centre, but I don't really mind that for the moment, as long as roads remain large in nature. So, back to what I was saying before. Yes, some of the lines are up and running. No freight is up and running as of yet. The last episode I did, I was about 1926, so I've given myself from 1900 to 1926 to get back up. And hopefully, I shall be able to do that. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, and you'd be right. It's a very small fraction done from what I had before. But I am hoping that we'll be able to get everything sort of fixed. The problem is time. I've been extremely busy with work, and I'm normally not that busy, but this year has been pretty insane. End of last year, and then when I knew I had to do the rework, I was extremely afraid, because I knew this wasn't going to be easy. This was going to be something that was going to take quite a while for me to sort of figure out and do. So I'm hoping to still get everything done. I was thinking about a new line going from Dallas, Oklahoma up to Kansas and calling it like the Dust Bowl line. But right now, I'll sort of stick with lines that I know from past and present. So we've got this Mobile to Dallas Express. Now I need the New Orleans to Dallas Express. Now I need to go from New Orleans to Oklahoma City, a line which I've already got made. So it goes along here, it splits off and heads around. So we'll do a few lines, because this will be able to add stuff, and this will take some stuff off my list, and I'll be able to sort of prattle on in the background and sort of explain what is happening with the channel and stuff like that. So let's continue. Right, can't do that, so that road will be annihilated. So will this one. Right, you refuse to upgrade, so you have to go. There are two down here. So getting rid of these crappy roads was one of the things I really wanted to keep in check this time around. So I'm glad that I'm able to do so. Right, let's go to a high speed track. And let's make the points the sort of same as they are on the other track. Excellent. Now I want it coming in this left hand track from there to there. Beautiful. Right, continue on with the signaling. So the channel, as you'll have probably noticed, recently there's been a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2, Mega Aquarium and 2 Point Hospital. Now I am having a lot of fun playing these games, but I am trying to get them sort of wrapped up, their series is wrapped up and finished, so I can move on to something new. And it's probably going to be something like Rise of Industry, because that's sort of like a transport thievery, transport tycoon sort of title. And then, right now, wait a second. Yep, this train also. So do I want that crossing over there? I don't suppose it really matters. I mean, this could just cross over into here and keep going. So let's do that. Let's keep this line going up. So yes, we're trying to get them finished. Now I have recorded quite a fair few episodes in advance. Now I do actually want to tuck this in here to the left, because we're going to keep this sort of line here open for maybe going to Minneapolis or Mobile or something. So I'll keep that line open, and I just sort of need to figure out what the hell it is I'm doing over here. But yes, try to get them finished. Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually finished. The last episode of that was on last week or earlier on in the week. So that is now finished. I had great fun playing that game. It was an awesome game. For those of you who have played it, you know how good it is. And yep, it's done. I had a lot of fun. But that'll be it for Red Dead Redemption 2. There's not going to be anything from like the online gameplay or anything like that. That is it. Just done and dusted. The game was completed. Series complete. Now it's going to be the same with Mega Aquarium. I am currently, at the time of this recording, on the probably what would be the last aquarium in the game. Now I'm going to do an extra couple episode with mods added in, because I found quite a lot of mods on the workshop and some of them look pretty cool. So there's some extra fish, sharks, some pretty cool looking tanks and decorations. And as I've been sort of playing along, I've not really been adding that much sort of decorations and stuff to my gameplay, which is kind of dumb. Because some of the decorations are really cool. So that's something I want to do. After I finish the last episode and completed Megapolis, which is the last aquarium, I am going to build an aquarium offline in sandbox mode. And then once it's completed, I'm sort of happy with the way it looks, I'm going to do like a tour of the aquarium. And yep, that'll be it. I'll showcase some mods, and then after that, that will probably be the end of Mega Aquarium. Now the last surviving game will obviously be 2 Point Hospital. And 2 Point Hospital, I am still having a blast. Currently I am recording the DLC, the Bigfoot DLC. That is almost finished. I'm in the last hospital there, which is at Rockfort Castle. So once that is done, we'll move on to the sort of summer, the volcanic islands sort of gameplay, and we'll do that as well. There's 3 more hospitals in that, so we'll get that done too. Right, this will be New Orleans to where? Where exactly? Let's go. Where is this? Oklahoma? Yes. I think that's right. And this will be an express. So it's good to have Transport Fever back. I am hoping to have the brand new content for it done once all the lines are done. So let's close that. It's good to get back on the channel. The Transport Fever at the races as well. I still have one more sort of race for that to go. Now I want you guys on 5 and 5. Right, so the train will stop here. It will drop off passengers. It will pick up mail on the way out. It will head along to here. Now if I slip switch these, It should be able to go on these two tracks here, which I would very much like it to do so. Yup. And then you go to there, back to there, and then you go back to New Orleans. Right, it's chosen this one. Do I want you going down there? I suppose it doesn't really hurt. It might block passing trains coming from Houston. So I think I'll get at Houston line up and running next. Now this train cuts across here, but it's gonna have to. So it does come across there. So this is a freight line that it will be cutting across. That's okay, so I'm happy for both of them to share that line. So, all good in the hood. This line looks okay. Let's get a train set in motion. Now, I don't have vehicles set in motion here. As you can see, there are roads and things that need to be terminated. Let's keep that line up. So, give me trains for the moment, and we're coming in on here. Okay. Depot, please. Oh, no. Yes, so Transport Fever at the races will be done very shortly as well. The problem is just getting time away from work. I bought the laptop, my gaming laptop, my Asus Strix Scar Rogue 2, whatever the hell it's called. And it's pretty amazing and it plays Transport Fever really well. But I've just not had the time that I thought I would have had to actually play it. Now I do have Atlantics and stuff, and I am going to use them, and I'll explain in a minute why at some point. So let's go freight. Let's pick up the boxcar, change it for mail. 1, 2. Pick up these 1, 2, 3, 4. Duplicate the train. There is no train at the front of it. Awesome. Right, give me that. Oh, go away. Oh no. Buy trains. Right. Let's try that again. This is why I'm so slow rebuilding the map, because I'm extremely rusty now. Let's go to freight. Pick you. Mail. Yes, so back to it. The Transport Fever at the races. There's one race left to go. There's going to be some special races in that, so keep an eye out. And then once that is done as well, once that final race is done, that will be the end of Transport Fever at the races. It's been a lot of fun, but it's coming to an end. It's time to move on to different things. Now, the different things that I've just mentioned will be things such as I want to do other games as well apart from Transport Fever, like we've been doing. Now, I sort of overloaded myself by trying to do like 4 games at once. I was trying to rebuild the Transport Fever map and play Red Dead Redemption 2, which I could only play at home because I needed the PlayStation, and 2 Point Hospital, Mega Aquarium, and I was trying to rebuild this, so it was extremely hard. So I am hoping now that a few of those games are coming to an end, I'll have the time I need to rebuild this, instead of just desperately trying to record episodes to get one out every day, lest YouTube punish me for not providing content every day, which it does. Any content creators out there will know that you would think quality over quantity would be sort of better, but YouTube goes quantity over quality. They want you to post something every day, daily on your channel, which is fair enough. But if you don't do that, it punishes you dearly for not doing that. So let's get the second train rolling. Right, so the second train is away, the first train is away. Now when the time comes, right before the end, I was lucky enough just before the game died to create an episode where I upgraded and changed every single train on its line to its sort of appropriate livery to where it would run in America and stuff like that. And I have still got that episode on a hard drive, so I just need to go back and look at it and know exactly which trains were where and what I was running on what lines. So I am actually extremely pleased that I did that. Instead of trailing through every episode I made to find out which train was where, I just have to look at that episode. It will tell me everything I need to know. So when we get up to 1925 or 1926, every train that was previously running will be running again with the correct liveries. Whether it's diesel, electric, steam, they shall return. So that is something good. Now the problem is launching these trains, to get them spaced out, especially large lines like the Southern Coast Line and Atlantic Coast Intercity, it takes time. Quite a fair bit of time, if I'm perfectly honest. Now I'm going to set up the bus route here in Oklahoma City, which is something I've not done yet. So let's go into passengers. Now we have the main bus stop there. Let's get one here. I want one down there. I want one along there. I want one there. Then come around and do one here. Right, so this will be Oklahoma CC1. So same naming convention as before, City Commuter. I'm trying out new things with goods, different naming conventions, but there's so much stuff, it's quite difficult. We are playing with the new industry mod as well, not the DLC mod with everything, just the one I was previous running. I've had some massive issues while trying to play that. And I think most of the people on YouTube, most of the people on the planet have sort of had difficulty doing that as well. Now this looks to me like a 1,000 meter long train station. And one of these should be in a 1,000 meter long freight station. Okay, there's the freight station. Why did I make this so incredibly huge? I don't know. Do I change it now? It's at 800 meters. Really? 160... 360 meters would have been fine. Let's apply that. Now it looks like I had the freight stations in. So let's delete that. These were for other lines. Yep, for going to other places. Okay, so I at least remember to do that. So for these, well, at least I'll be able to explain the mail cargo stations. So you select standard mail station. We'll join it up in just a second. Now I want it to be 40 meters. I want it to be as small as possible. We want both street connections. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 apparently. I obviously thought that Oklahoma was going to be busy. Now, this looks like a 9 spacing. Construction is not possible. But I guarantee you if I put it about here, it will be. Now you'll see as well, when connecting these up, sometimes they don't always line up, so you get these little tiny sort of kinky tracks in the middle. Kinky. But yep, bear with them, because the system does work. And I'm happy with it, so it shall remain. And I want to do the same. Right, I had no station at that side. Okay, that's fine. But I obviously had a train that I wanted to go up there for some reason. And I had a train that wanted to go over there for some reason. Which I'm totally fine with. Okay, right, so at some point it looks like there'll be stuff going down here. So we'll do the mail route. Right, come around please. That goes in there. Now, post boxes. Post boxes I've just been sort of adding in across from bus stops. Excuse me. So let's go post stop there. Don't need one there because it's close. I'll have one there. I shall have one there. Don't need one there because it's close to there. But I perhaps will have one that goes across from this station. If it'll allow me, it will just. Right, so this will be Oklahoma City Mail 1. So Oklahoma Mail 1. Right, let's close that. Now I want this to go in reverse order, so it's going to go there. It's then going to go there. There. That's on a different side of the street. Damn it. I seem to be sneezing quite frantically today. Right, do I want a... No. Let's see if there's a better way. So let's move you. So let's have you come out of there. You don't need to hit up this one. You can go to that one first. And you've chosen to go round the back. Okay, do I want to swap this round? Give me the bus stations. Give me the bus route. Now the bus route is totally fine going that way. So maybe if I have you come out of there. It wants to go that way. And then it then wants to come round to hit up there. So it looks like this one here is fine. And comes out, goes round. Now I'm going to have to move this one, which sort of sucks because I don't think it will go there or there. I just need a tiny little sort of spit of land that'll go onto there. And there's okay. Right. Hit up there. Go into there. Come out. Go to that one. Go to this one. And head back. Right. That is better. So there is the mail route for Oklahoma thus far. Now, do I have a depot here? Probably not. I have a train depot, but no road vehicle depot. Okay, let's sort of hide the road vehicle depot over here. In there, it's perfect. Right. 1, 2. As you can see, the buses are old as well. I will be upgrading them to the actual new age buses that we have. that we had in the playthrough. They're just not unlocked yet. Male, I'm going to make you yellow so I know you're male. 1, 2. Set you for Oklahoma male. 1. Right. Let's continue on. Right, so they're off. Off and roll. And there are some vehicles, civilian or AI cars rolling about. I just saw one there. But it's gone. It's gone now. Right, so at least we got that done. Let's go and do Houston to Oklahoma as well. Now the bus route here is done, so that's not an issue. Let's get across a diamond even into there. Now I want you to come in on this side, and it will do so. Excellent. Right, now you head along. Now the real issue is when you come to this section. So we're good there. We've got that signaled up. Let's place our signals on the bridge, because it's one of the things I absolutely hate in this game. And I hope they fix it in Transport Fever 2. No doubt you've all seen the trailers and stuff for Transport Fever 2, and you're looking forward to it, as I am. And you probably watched, if you're like me and you like Transport Fever 2, you probably watched Colonel Failure's video as he was invited by Urban Games to go and try the alpha, and it looked really good. Oh no, you come over this way. Right, you're the middle track. Middle track. Okay, so we're not good. We need that there. And then we can go like so. Right, and we had these here, which is fine. So yes, I watched the video too. I also heard, I was also watched a part of the live stream with Skystorm and Colonel Failure as well. He was answering a few questions about the game, and it sounds awesome, the map editor, etc, etc. The one thing I am incredibly sort of scared about is the... is it this one? I hope it's this one. Is the fact that towns will no longer accept all industries. Each town will accept 2 or 1 commercial and 1 sort of industrial good, and that's all they will require. Because one of my favourite things in this game, especially with modding, is the fact that there's such a massive, huge variety of freight trains. Freight carriages and wagons come in all different shapes and sizes, and it just adds so much more variety. And without having, if you don't have that much industrial lines, then you're not going to get that. Now, we did mention something in the video, basically along the lines of, don't worry about it. As always, some modder will be able to go into the game files and change it. So change the code so that cities will all accept every single type of good, etc, etc. Now I hope that is going to be the case, because I really do like the industries. Most playthroughs I've done, not in this, but on my own, when I've been playing with money on, we'll do this line actually. Houston to Oklahoma Express. Yes, most of the playthroughs I've done with money on normally begins with some sort of industry, and it's normally always oil, crude being transported to fuel and sent to a city. It's relatively easy to do that, and you get a fair bit of money just for doing that. So, and that's all going to change. So it seems a bit strange, like a sort of odd thing to do, but that's what they've gone with, and if that's what they've gone with, then so be it. But the game itself looks really nice, and as always, the floor will be open to modders straight off the bat. So that's something else that's good as well, because this game was good to begin with, but it was truly made amazing by modders. Some of the mods that were made, some of the vehicles were absolutely outstanding. So hats off to the modders, and hopefully we'll have more of the same in Transport Fever 2. I'm looking forward to it. Q4, so hopefully I won't be away when the game comes out. But I am looking forward to it. In the meanwhile, we can always carry on with our USA playthrough. I was going to do an epic challenge as well once this was done, but this has taken longer than expected. So I was actually thinking about just going fully doing episodes of Transport Fever once this map was back up and running to its previous sort of place it was before. But as I said before, there's other games I want to play, and there's other things that could be fun. So as much as Transport Fever is probably my favourite game, it took over the title of Transport Tycoon as being my favourite game, and that still is one of my favourite games to this day, and I'm going to speak about that later. But yep, this took over the mantle of my favourite game, and it's been ever since. It's amazing. There's so much you can do in this game, so I'm hoping the next one will be just as good. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. But yes, I was going to do, speaking of Transport Tycoon, I was going to do an epic challenge on a unknown map at the moment. I know which map I was going to use, but I was going to do an epic challenge on that. An epic is what Skystorm did, the every product to every city, which was pretty cool, and it's something that I've actually done in a playthrough, a save game of my own that I've actually still got, but don't really play it anymore because I'm too busy trying to rebuild this monstrosity. But no, it's a lot of fun. What I was thinking of doing was creating a map on Transport Tycoon that was roughly the same and having sort of old and new, so playing them both at the same time, the same cities, and seeing how things differ, because there's a lot of mods for Transport Tycoon as well. Let's set you off on the first one. Now I need to keep an eye on you, and then once you reach the other side, I shall let the other train escape. But yeah, that was something I was going to do. It would have took quite a lot of time, and it would have took up a slot for another game. And it's something if I had the time, I might still do. I'll see how far on I get with this. There will be a lot of episodes of Transport Fever recorded once I get the map up and running again. It'll become a daily thing once more. And as I said, the other 3 games that I was playing, Red Dead Redemption 2, Megaquarium, and 2 Point Hospital, will be coming to an end. Now, Rise of Industry will replace one of those games because I like it and it's now in full release, so I don't have to worry about losing save games or things changing, because I played the tutorial a couple of weeks ago whilst I was away. I actually played it on the plane. Good old Emirates Wi-Fi. It was actually pretty decent. I just needed it to get me into Steam so that I could get on and play the game. But no, I played it on one of my flights home, and I did the tutorial, and it was vastly different than what I played before. Like, extremely different. I couldn't believe how much the system had changed, and I was like, holy crap. So that's something that I'm probably going to have to check again before starting the actual series. But yes, there will be a Rise of Industry series starting shortly. Once I get this map up to scratch, that's going to be the priority. Right, let's set you on Houston, Oklahoma. and push play. Right, as you can see, we're already up to February in 1904, and I've only done like 6 lines. So, there's going to be a time issue. I'm hoping not. But he's coming out there. Yeah, so the next ones I'm going to do are over here at Mexico. Now, I have added Cabo San Lucas to the West Coast intercity line. My only problem is this is a hell of a distance from there to there. But it's okay. I'm not scared. I am going to do it. But yes, Rise of Industry will be something I'm going to have to really concentrate while playing it again. I'll probably do the tutorial again before I do the next playthrough. But yes, that'll be starting soon. And another game that'll be starting soon that I've decided is going to be Anno 18. Because it looks amazing, let's admit. I've seen some other playthroughs on it. It looks really good. I've got some ideas of my own. I'm just not just going to copy everyone else's sort of playthrough. Now, Los Angeles, you evil, evil people, are trying to expand down here. Now, I don't mind you trying to expand down here. Not in the slightest. By all means, go ahead. But you're going to do it the way I want you to. Because no road is going to get from there to there without looking incredibly stupid. Nope. So let's pull this down. A few buildings will be removed. Your sacrifice will be greatly admired by one and all. Right, if you could go in there and not create one of those stupid angles. Right, that's good. You can now grow over there if you so please. It's left a little bit of a hill here, but that I can live with. And let's have you come out that way. And that gives them some sort of starting point. So yes, the other game will be Anno 18. And that'll be the sort of 3 games. Transport Fever, Rise of Industry, Anno 18 that we'll be playing until I complete one of those series or whatever. Can I connect you to something? Because if I can't, you're going to be deleted. It's just like a random cul-de-sac. But we'll leave it. But yes, there you have it. There is the plan. Let's push pause again. I don't want to waste any more time. I've still got a lot of lines to do. And I will continue on. I have a free weekend this weekend. My girlfriend is going out for her friend's birthday. I am going away abroad to work again on Monday. But I should have the whole of Saturday to do as I please. Now, I'm recording this on the Wednesday. And on Thursday I have what's known as like a medical for working in the offshore North Sea in Norway oil and gas industry. And then I have my helicopter survival training, which I have to redo because it's been 4 years since I did it the last time. And it's a mega pest, but it has to be done. I have that on Friday. So they will take up most of tomorrow and Friday, which kind of sucks because I only just got home recently. And one of my first priorities when getting home was I promised Exabite, who's a good man from Germany. He created a Minecraft nuclear power plant that he'd sent to me and asked if I would showcase it. And I did. The episode's been out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing with it. It really was. It's been a blast. I've not been on Minecraft in ages. But yes, I got that done. It was really cool, and it's been a project that I had on, and I had to keep putting it off because I was away so much with work. And now that I finally have some time off with work, they're eating into my time off by sending me on courses. But it's courses that I need to keep working, and they're actually very expensive, and they pay for it, so I'm actually glad in a way. At least I know those courses will be done for another 4 years. apart from the medical, which is every 2 years, so that sucks. But yeah, so that eats into that 2 days, and I'm hoping to get a good 8 hours on Transport Fever on Saturday and keep going. I'm going to get this West Coast line done, the Los Angeles, Sin City Intercity route, the Great Northern Line, and as soon as passenger lines are done, I'm going to get straight onto the freight and get the freight trucks and trains going. But that's been it for this episode of Transport Fever. I do apologise that I'm not further along. As I said, I have been mega busy, but I'm hoping to get up to scratch, and we should have regular episodes of Transport Fever sort of showing again fairly soon. So leave a comment, like, dislike, whatever you feel. Leave a comment and let me know if there's anything you would like to see on the channel. If you've got any ideas, that would be helpful, and everything is always considered. So, but as always, that's been it for me. I've been Danny Boy. This has been Transport Fever on the USA map, and I will catch you later.